Hi, this is Rick McCall. You're watching the WednesdayProject.org, and I'm here with Kaylee Boss. And our today's topic is on content writing, and with an emphasis on SEO. What are some of the things to look at when you write content, and then how would you integrate SEO as part of that?
Well, copywriting for the web and writing content is not just about throwing a bunch of keywords up and stuffing as many of the same keyword into the page as you can. You need to get the keywords into your page, but they have to be done in a way that's relevant and interesting and informative. So if you have a page where one of your keywords is blue widgets, then you want to talk about other words that modify and relate to blue widgets. You want to use synonyms, you want to use modifiers, and other words that would naturally be talked about with blue widgets on that page. So the content is varied and natural.
One of the things that I've always heard about is you try to refine a specific page with specific keywords, but yet if you look at the total website, and the website is about selling blue widgets and products behind blue widgets, does that count as a ranking factor to help deliver those keywords to the specific pages?
Yeah. So say you had a site that sold dog food, and you had a page about blue widgets. Well, that's probably not related to dog food, so it would be off topic, and it probably would not be something that really would rank very well. There's actually a concept called the latent Dirichlet allocation, which can score words based on the topic that you're searching for. So if you have a specific topic, this algorithm will look for other supporting words and supporting words in the content document and determine how relevant that really is.
Part of, I guess, in the very beginning, you're trying to do a little bit of keyword discovery, or to define what kind of keywords you really want to go after. I mean, we've talked about competitive, tracking and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
if you're going on their content writing side, when do you know, or how do you know when you want to split pages up, if it's going from one topic to another, or how to keep them together, or what's the...
That's a great question. So go back, if you have a site about dogs, and you had a page about dog food, say there's 20 different brands of dog food, and there's, dog food for small dogs, medium dogs, big dogs, sick dogs, skinny dogs. If you can justify it, you would want to have a page for each of those topics. It's a lot of work. It's a lot more work, but it's going to definitely give you better results. And then the next step after you have those pages is the linking strategy that you use between them. And we can sort of talk about that in another session. But so say you had your page about special weight loss dog food for dogs. You'd want that keyword in your title and in your meta descriptions, your headline, in the body, in the beginning of the document, in any modifiers like strong tags or emphasis tags. And that's just pretty basic SEO. But beyond that, you really want to have other supporting words that support that theme and that topic. So you'd want to have natural words and natural text that would come up with that particular type of food for dogs looking to lose weight. So the more natural and the more synonyms are used, the better you're going to rank.
Yeah, I think one of the big things you go back, I go back and forth on, is what is natural for the human to read, and what are the structures that all these SEO people are trying to create to make the rankings happen. You know, the end result is you still want it to be human readable. You still want it to be, you know, some kind of call to action. So if you're actually trying to sell something or do something, you want the respondent to do something with that page, or eventually work their way to doing what you want them to do. You know.
Yeah, exactly. You have a page that's nothing but a string of words, that maybe a string of keywords and a string of sort of
Just a real good
nonsense,
keywords.
nonsense topics. Then it's not going to. It's probably not going to get you ranked, and it's probably not. It's going to confuse the person when they're on there, because they're not going to know. You're right. You need to. The more you can tell them what to do and give them the steps to do that, the better it's going to be. So if you can have, if it's a sales page, you want to have copy that's going to sell your product and it's going to answer someone's questions that they may have, and reduce their fears of making a bad decision.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we go through phases of the buying cycle, and you could say, well, in that sense, you know, since the web is so open, they can actually just go look at the competitors and compare. But then you want to have all these things in there that are going to, that what's your competitive advantage? What's the reason why they really want your product? And then if you do that, then that's where you're going to start getting conversions. So.
Yeah, that's right. You want people to look at your competitors because they will, and you know they will, but your copy can convince them and persuade them in a positive way to make them feel like you're the best decision and the best option, and they're not going to make a mistake because they know what they're going to get. They trust you, and they understand exactly what your product is going to do.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, I think that's going to cover us for this episode, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Thank you very much.
See ya.